Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ramir Ahmed Fayaz. So today I would be telling you about tourism industry in the Pakistan. So to start it, we should understand about what is tourism. Tourism is basically means that the people are traveling to different areas. It could be in city or in city in the country or out of the country. In the in tourism, we basically enjoy the hospitality of that area or the food, the transformation, and the culture to gain the knowledge of that area. These are the statistics of the Pakistan in the previous years, in which they have been changed. How many people have to came to Pakistan and how much they have spent in Pakistan related to tourists, which have came and enjoy our facilities, the culture, or the natural beauty, the landscape of Pakistan. That as you can see, if we focus in the previous the data from 2015, that there were was nine almost 90 lakh 50 sorry it would 915 100,000 value of the money has been spent in Pakistan, and in 2016 it increased. It decreased to 13.6. There was a decrease in 13.66%, and in for 2017 it increased by 9.49%, and also there was a decrease in my 2.31%, and in 2019 it again rises to 12.9%. These all values have increased and decreased due to many reasons, due to the political reasons, and as well as the all over the world pandemic situations. And as we can see in 2015 focus on 2015, 16, and 17. At that moment, the Pakistan was not, in international level. The Pakistan was not seen to be an insecure country due to the terrorist attacks. That at that moment, I think so. There were then PAF, sorry, Army Public School attack was also happened, and other much attacks were happened through the terrorists. So that's whether the tourists were not do not came from international as much. Now in the 2020s we are seeing. So it was a problem at that time. But in 2016 and 17, that there was the army take action and control from the terrorist groups. Like in Sawat, there was Taliban have captured much area of Sawat due to the Zarb and other also operations were held by army to help in retrieving back the area from the terrorist groups. And in 2018 and 19, at that moment, the COVID has started in Pakistan. So that's why it has to gain and loss. And many industries like tourism as well as other industries related to textile, each and every sector was badly affected. And luckily, in the mid of in mid, as you can see, that in mid of the 2019, the cases of COVID gradually decreased in Pakistan. So that's why that was also an overall increase in tourism industry. Uh, According to the United Nations World Tourism, the growth in the tourism that says that there would be a much as you can say a rapid growth would be seen in the tourism industry. According to the data, the dramatical and it developed from budding the business is attracting only 25 million visitors in 1950s, and to be at 1 billion visitor industry the 2012, and which is particularly virtually doubled by the 2030s rather than the COVID situations. Moreover, that the World Travel and the Tourism Council also stated that in 2020 that travel in the tourism industry would has grew growth rate at 3.5% in 2019 and outspaces global economic growth were 2.5% for the ninth year in a row. Moreover, in 1.6 billion USD in international exports of tourism has the third largest category after the chemical and fuel in the fuels. You can see that it has a large gap. We can say gap or that has much impact in all over the world. Global part of tour has gap tourism has, and in the last 5 years, the sector has created one out of every fourth job and contributed almost 8.9 trillion, almost 10.4% of the global economy. And according to UNWTO data, the Asia and Pacific experienced a large growth in tourism arrivals in 2018 with a rate of 7%, representing the total tourism receipts of 435 billion USD. Superly of the area the terms of the growth rate, and second only the Europe is the terms of tourist receipts. As you can see in the graph, that Europe is at the highest, and the Pacific, Asian Pacific is on that second, and America is third, and Africa and Middle East is on third. These are the factors that being discussed. International organizations have been told, but also, if we see in the Pakistani market of the tourism, it's also beneficial. But as I've told you that the present government has been focusing on this industry from its start. That Imran Khan also discussed in his first television representation on the PTV. He told that that he would be especially focusing on tourism to gain and focus on it and boost this industry. So and moreover, the market situation of the situation of tourism has been much better than the past few years because of that. Alhamdulillah, that in Pakistan, the terrorist attacks and all over the safety actions are being very strictly taken by the government, by the army. The different operations has been held to decrease the terrorist attacks in the Pakistan, which would be helping out in increasing the international tourism, local and as well as the international tourism in Pakistan. Following in this slide, you will see the factors on which the tourism is dependent. First is the rapidly expanding middle class. The middle class basically are people who are lower, equal, we can say, equal budgets and related to the and as well as the same expenses. So if that group of people increases in the country, it would be difficult for the country to survive, because they would be only surviving, not growing. So the country a developing country should grow, and the state, if the middle class people, the category of the middle class increases, the country's growth might stop. So it is one of the reasons. Moreover, the climate change. The climate change, due to the global warming, that there are deforestation and the increase in heat in the atmosphere. The glaciers are melting. That all the climate has been changing. These all situations will badly affect the tourism of the country. So, as you can see, that the Pakistani government, President Pakistan government has been focusing on these environmental factors, and also has planted the trees. They say that it's a tsunami of the trees, that they have planted billions of trees and stop the deforestation, and also reduce the impact of global warming. Furthermore, the country's reliability on tourism. If mostly countries of Europe, as you can see, are rely on tourism, it also will badly impact the overall country country economy of the country. As you have seen that in these past years, with all over the world has faced the COVID pandemic, and also going right now also going through this pandemic, and has also badly impacted all over the industry. And simply the country who have the whose economy is dependent on the tourism industry, they have been collapsed, because that the tourists have not go to the different countries because of the pandemic, and self isolation in their countries and the home, so cannot travel. So the government should make steps and find other solutions, or the industries which can support their economy. Moreover, the countries like Pakistan, the developing countries like Pakistan, should also focus on the weak government management structures. That right now the country has not been in previous days has not been focusing on this sector, which could make and generate and massive profits. But eventually, in this government, they have taken steps related to development areas, to providing the services, and much more facilities facilities related to these and this related to this industry. Like they have reduced the tax or provided subsidies and the trainings to the staff. The institutes which control the tourism are the Pakistan Tourism Development Corporation and the National Tourism Coordination Board. The PTDC is basically focused on projection of the Pakistan as a tourist-friendly destination, and marketing the Pakistan tourist products and tourist generation markets at home and abroad, and also act as in encouraging the private sector to play an active role in tourism and promoting the development. Moreover, it also develops the tourist infrastructure and services within the country and promotes the domestic tourism. And further, the National Tourism Coordination Board focus on the coordinating with the provisional and national and international tourism related organizations, and market and promote the Pakistani tourism potential, and also assess the provisions in the building and regulating framework for hospitality industry and quality standards. Also organize the national participation in international tourism expos and events, and this and NTCD also develop the regional and provisional criteria, and also provide provinces with the technical help in developing and tourism-related institutions. Policies which are being made during this recent government has affected the business badly. We can say because of the COVID, because in the increase in the case of the COVID, the government has to impose the lockdown in all over the country because to stop the movement within the country. So, which have badly impacted the tourism industry, especially in the past. Only in the month of February 2020, the Pakistan hotel business is said to have loss of 100 million rupees, and in the months of July till March 2020, the hotel booking fell from 95% to 45%. Oh, sorry, 40%. And hotels laid off 50% of his workers to save their money. As a result, the Pakistan's unemployment rate has also increased. Further, the air traffic of the Pakistan has also halved, and PIA is the only operating with a limited operation to transport the standard Pakistanis to back their home. And according to the Pakistan Civil Aviation, that 18 million dollars losses they have experienced in March 2020, and the PIA is mostly likely to go to bankrupt in next 2 years. So to handle these bad situations, government has also made the policies to facilitate the people and the workers which were unemployed. The government started a SAS program in which they would be providing food aid and emergency financial support to the daily earners and the low pay wage employees. Moreover, the government also introduced additional financial support to packages specifically for the tourist industry and the hospitality sector. And to make the skills better, the government also started the training programs for the tourist industry employees. And the government also offered interest-free loans to the enterprises like hotels, restaurants, and travel agencies, and also provided services for deferring utility bills payment for the between the period of 12 months. And also the government is also reached to an agreement with IATA to cut their renewal cost for the same level as last year, and while restoring the travel agents' commission on the plane tickets. At last, the conclusion to this sector, I think it is a fast-growing industry in Pakistan. As you can see, the present government is focusing on the sector, especially in providing and building the infrastructure and doing fabulous marketing in international market. And as you can see that in different international magazines, Pakistan has been coming the top 10 in the tourist points in all over the world. So I think the investors should invest in this industry and fill the gap. I think the gap in this market is basically the infrastructure related to the hotels. That I think in Pakistan there are very few international level hotels in the specific areas. Like there are few that I think Serena, Avari, and much more hotels are providing the international level services. I think so investors should invest in the hospitality sector and make the hotels 5-star hotels in the northern areas and much of the Balochistan and in the Gawada side. which could have help in generating a healthy profit. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.